I'm here to check that.
Yeah, brother.
This man tell me.
I am aware that the People's Progressive Party does not want me as a leader.
The FBI is doing their investigation. Some aspect is coming back.
Wealth is not trickling down to the people of Guyana.
There will be additional questioning that is required. And that's of course, I don't get involved in that.
Mohameds, Critic.
Yeah, brother. It is important for Venezuela to understand that Guyana will not be bullied, threatened, or intimidated. Hello, good morning.
Mohameds, Critic.
I'm here to check that.
Yeah, brother.
This man tell me.
I am aware that the People's Progressive Party does not want me as a leader.
The FBI is doing their investigation. Some aspect is coming back.
Wealth is not trickling down to the people of Guyana.
There will be additional questioning that is required. And that's of course, I don't get involved in that.
Mohameds, Critic.
Yeah, brother. It is important for Venezuela to understand that Guyana will not be bullied, threatened, or intimidated. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, guys. A great morning to all of those who tuned into the realest thing in the world, coming to you from Guyana. Fact be known, I've presented myself as the realest thing in the world, and that is a matter of fact. It's not coined around it's not coined around a persona that was created. It's coined around a mannerism that was discovered. So my presentation is not an act. That is who I am. My emotions and all. When you're trained to act or manipulated to act a certain part, the outcome is evident. The outcome with me in the morning is not evident. I hear Priya call my name. And I can say, when I first mentioned Priya Manichan, I acted like how I would normally act. Right? If you want to call it vile, vulgar, what? I act like how I normally act. Priya is said to have responded on a newscast. We will listen to that newscast, and I will respond likewise. Now, why I'm saying that? I know what she said about me. I hear in the comments, me pay no much attention. I just watching the video, and I thinking, I don't want to respond from thought. I want to respond. You see it, I see it, and I respond. Priya Manichan, by the way, is a government minister, for those of you who do not know, and the minister of education. She had a portfolio as government minister in a past time. Also, now consecutive PPP administration, she served as a minister, and she's a qualified attorney. I hear she attempted to, but she called my name, and I would make to understand she attempted to discredit my credibility. We will look at all of that this morning. You know I like answer. We also will be discussing this morning the Ardianna Young's tragedy. Not the whole thing. So much things come. You got to wait till everything done and then do a whole episode, Panda. But new information coming to light. They got infighting and money causes that. I could tell you, money is indeed the root of all evil. And it has been misphrased that money, but it's not money, it's the want of money. People say money is the root of all evil. It's not money, the literal cash itself. No, it is the want. Because money has no feelings. It is the feeling that you have for money that caused you to act in the manner that you act. Right? We've also come across a video with an interview with Norman Brown. And Norman Brown is known to interview anybody. He invited me for an interview one time, where he has just recently interviewed a deranged US citizen. I know him to be deranged in light of the fact that sometimes we talk and then sometimes he gone off and cuss me and just a try. I know that although I might be emotional, it seems my attitude is up and down also. He's mentally deranged. We'll talk about that individual this morning and that video and a lot of different instances. Let's look at Priya's video in the news and I will respond. Again, remember, I basically lashed out. I basically lashed out when I hear Priya. So first thing, let's contextualize where I am coming from. I answering Priya yet. I said things publicly. Priya responded. She has the right to do that. And the funny thing, most people don't know, Priya's touchy and feely. The list of touchy feely ministers, Anil Nandalal. If you tag Anil anything, Anil Nandalal would hold a whole ceremony for answer comment. Priya Manichan. So when you see Priya think, and she said, oh, she was busy. No. She was thinking how to respond. And what she tried to do, from what I'm hearing, I realized she made it like I abuse women. Yeah. I stay away from Jennifer Ali thing because they are not nice for talk about Jennifer Ali. Is Jennifer Ali she name? I stay away from them because they are not nice for talk about she. And Jennifer Ali first came on the radar with somebody put her shit in place. Second to when she was held by Soku with her husband for money laundering. She first came in the radar. She driving on the road. Pissing drunk. Had cheer in the vehicle, baby in the vehicle at the time. She out of control land. Nobody in tag with she. Here was me. Problem. Baby Skello. Me only ain't like Baby Skello. So, me ain't like. I have different views from Priya Manichan as it relates to Baby Skello. I have no disdain or ill will for Priya Manichan. You know, I tell you, I got different views. Harsh, and I've been always that way. Today, I can play she the game she play me. Because why do? The last time I cuss and thing, right? And it make I look like an ignoramus. Well, here now. I can play she game. I play decent. And even at the decent game, I good at playing though. Right? Priya Manichan, I have a difference in opinion and a difference in delivery. She got your opinion. Bear in mind, her opinion comes not only from being, I don't think obviously from being a minister of education, her opinion comes from being a lawyer. So when I watch she ain't an opponent to me. I got a difference of views. And in general, I am harsh. Right? I said what I said. And that's why I meant at the time when I hear baby, she talking, picking up for Baby Skello. Baby Skello on the other hand, I got disdain for. You understand? I don't like with a passion. So if you want to know what's my problem, it's like the enemy. Baby Skello never do me nothing. Baby Skello never do me nothing. Baby Skello, I want to think if me and Baby Skello were to rap, to sit down and gaff and all them things. I will support you and you support me. And we're going to do well. My problem is what Baby Skello represents. Like, you understand why I got this thing about low life and hungry belly? Why is me talking about this thing? I can't take it. It's a peeve of mine. You want me to tell you how serious I take this thing? I don't listen to them kind of music. You want me to tell you how serious I take it? I was given VIP tickets. I was given VIP tickets to visit the cartel show too. I didn't only choose not to go. I left the virgin country. You know what I tell you? I hate them partner with a passion. I don't know. I is a Nimakaram. I is an ungrateful dad. I is that kind of thing. But low life and hungry belly, I will never be. I can't descend to sort of level. And people don't get it. Here was the funny thing. I know some people got a business. That man is a Vibes Cartel is a they sponsoring something like that. They invite me special tickets. These is banners I got great respect for. We just rap. They are people, they're way above me in level. Me got for both of them. You hear what I'm telling you? I'm telling you about business people, but people with background. They cross all the T's and dot all the I's. The family, they come from family with thing and they've made themselves in the thing and they've been to uniform. They get everything. What me shot. What me naga. Me gotta give them respect. And them man say, yo, I like the music. I like the vibes. I said, bro, I can't take it. Remember, me got a degree for proof nothing. Me got a PhD. All I could do is separate myself from low life and hungry belly attitude and mannerism. Me want no vibes with that banner. So when people look agitated, what trigger me? Like me ain't got no problem. She tell she how I feel about her opinion. Yeah? And out of this whole thing, when I watch the comments, I said, Priya winning. You got even the PNC people. Now remember, the PNC people don't like me. And they don't like me no matter what. Now the PNC people say, yes, Priya, now you're talking. So I calculating this the right time. If Priya can get votes after a fight with me, you understand? And when I think about it, I said that might be the thing. That's the way to win over the other side. But remember, I is not no politician. Me ain't asking nobody for vote for me. I got disdain for them, Bano. I realize that so most things are not perfect. Most things are not perfect. But if you look at the following of people like Baby Skello and Vibe Cartel here, the world follows Vibe Cartel. Vibes Cartel is a top star, matter of fact. But if you look at if they got 5 million people following me, 4 million is low life. 4 million is low life. Me want to be no part of that. Me want them vibes getting in me head about women and war and no. Music. Music plays an integral role in culture. And here, a cross-section of society don't know why they're there with it there. The rap scene of America has created an atmosphere that has left a whole race in perpetual poverty. It set up a culture. You understand what's going on? It's getting here because remember, music is a thing you could listen anytime. And if your teacher, how your teacher used to teach you? Your teacher constantly tell you, they write on the board and they tell you, you don't understand how the music gets to you. You're constantly listening to things. What do you feel is going to happen to you? Look at the people who listen to Baby Skello. Look at the people who listen to Cartel. Just look. You can't listen to Cartel and love Cartel and not be a person that is willing to affiliate with a gang. Or walk with your pants saggy. Sagging and all them thing. It is a part of a low-life culture. So this meeting, me got disdain for them. Me get tickets, VIP tickets to the Cartel show. I'm partner. Me no only negro. I didn't want to be in the country because I said, oh God, all them scraping, they're riding all over the road and all. Me even wanted in the country. I left the country. I was not in the country when the Cartel show was going on. That's how serious I take these things. Hence, when I hear Priya Chan, and she has an explanation here. I heard the first part of this video. Let's listen to it. You can't respond. Now I'm saying I'm responding in kind. Because she's responding with a tone. I responded to her opinion. Now I have to respond in kind. Because she don't play a level. She don't play a game, a pity game. Suggesting I'm a bully. Well, we can get to that part. But let me listen. Her words.
Right? But yesterday I realized something when I saw, so I was very busy yesterday. This came like very late. And I saw something very pleasing. A lot of girls, women, and men rising up against that sort of vulgarity and abuse. So I believe it might be my duty to respond to it and not just ignore it. And I'll tell you what.
Imagine responding to vulgarity and abuse when the center of the discussion is Baby Skello, who blasphemed Mother Lakshmi. Imagine not responding to the vulgarity of what Ali the girl name? Jennifer Ali? Jennifer Ali. Not responding, me know if it's an Indian thing or what. I don't know if the vulgarity in this country is an Indian and black thing. Yeah, I see Jennifer Ali on the internet doing videos. You got the videos up here? I don't think at any point in time Priya Chan. I don't think at any point in time Priya Chan.
Social media? With critics post you? Yes, the girl.
No. I thought we should talk about you got a video. Talking about Ardianna Young's body and I like how vile, how more vile you could get. Priya responded to this? Said anything? Let me listen out, Priya. Let me listen out, Priya. To be fair.
And they're allowed to share. But yesterday I realized something when I saw, so I was very busy yesterday. This came like very late. And I saw something very pleasing. A lot of girls, women, and men rising up against that sort of vulgarity and abuse. So I believe it might be my duty to respond to it and not just ignore it. And I'll tell you why. What the critic fella said was ignorant, as in it did not have contained facts. It was vulgar, it was abusive, it was profane, and it was uncalled for. All of that makes that a crime against the state under the cybercrime legislation. So, if I were to pick myself up from here with some time make a complaint, he most likely would be charged. If he were charged and he went before the court, two things would happen. One, he would get bail, which would reinforce my point that these things are not applied consistently and we need to get to that place. Or he would not get bail and he would be thrown into jail until his remand, until his next hearing date. And if that were to happen, I would find it absolutely ridiculous. And as much as I think he's an idiot and not credible and not a journalist and just flash his mouth, I would fight for him to get.
I'm going to answer there right away. Gotta accept some of what Priya Manichan is saying. What I'll say, I would be most delighted if in the event charges were brought up against me, Priya Manichan represent me for me to get bail. I don't want as an individual, I wouldn't want to get remanded. But Priya Manichan missed the point. Priya Manichan missed the point. This is not about baby Skelu. This is about a judicial system making an example. And if you do not have an exemplary educational system that would ward off people like baby Skelu, remember she's a part of the educational system. She's the Minister of Education while being a lawyer at the same time. But she wants to play both parts. Her educational system, or the educational system that she's a part of, has failed. The main fact, or has failed baby Skelu. Let me put it into context. The educational system that Priya Manichan is a part of has failed baby Skelu. Or he would not have been in his present form. Priya Manichan is not taking it upon herself to write that system and the fallout from failure in her system. No. She has put on her lawyer cap and gone over to the judicial system that is struggling with this at this time, struggling with people coming on the internet and saying anything and doing anything. You imagine how egregious this would have been. Y'all think if baby Skelu had spoken about Allah in that manner, it would have been easy in this country? Why the double standard with the disrespect? It is not about baby Skelu and his name as Daniel, the individual. It is about sending a message. That is why PNC run for go and get bail fee. Because they know if you left people for denigrate and pull down and destroy Hinduism, attack Hinduism, is a PPP thing. She looked past all the people. Now, me na Hindu. Me got enough Hindu friend. Me na Muslim. Me got enough Muslim friend. I am hoping that all the deities and gods of the world show me favor. Whoever they are and whoever they're worshipped by. But Priya Manichan to come and say, no, I gotta be fair. She's saying even if me get locked up, she gonna want bail for me. But if I was to do something egregious, you're gonna put on your you can't put on your liar hat when you are a minister in the Ministry of Education, which in essence failed baby Skelu. He grow up now. He come out of the educational system. You can't control it anymore. The judicial system decided we're going to put a stop to this. We're going to send a message. She come now for say something. You understand the turbulence in the system? Sometimes you have to let the system work. When you in get fear and favor, is the same thing the PNC does do. When the judicial system make a decision that in their favor, they run and say, hey, the court ain't working, they're biased, they're this, they're that. You have to let the system work. No, bear in mind, I don't want to get remanded, neither for nothing that I say. But have I said anything ever blasphemous? This is the funny thing, people don't know. People just look at me and say, oh God, he's so vile, he's so vulgar. Is it illegal? I be on the line. She's the Minister of Education. The Ministry of Education failed baby Skello. He is a product of a failed educational system. Can't string words. Can't. And here laugh. It's not baby Skello's presentation alone is a part of the failed system. It's basically the people who follow baby Skello, who find that interesting. Because they could relate to baby Skello. All of his dunce dogs. All of his scrapehead. Baby Skello. When people can accept that baby Skello is an actual artist. That is the ridiculousness of it. That is my issue. And as it relates to my credibility, I like this whole show here. Let me put it in the context for you. I don't like release confidential information. As it relates to my credibility, I'm bullying, me being a bully and bullying women. Who women I bully? Why? What women I bully? I stay away from Jennifer Ali because they gonna look like bully. They ain't not nice for talk about the girl. Nobody knew nothing about the girl, Anthony, you know. Insult the Ardianna Young family, the dead body. Nobody knew nothing, Anthony. Priya manager in that. Who I bully? You know what I know? Who should refer to? I bully Smelly Smell, Melissa Ann Atwell. Why would you think that I bully in Melissa Ann Atwell? The only way Priya Manichan could feel that I bully in Melissa Ann Atwell is because she's one of the ministers that give Melissa Ann Atwell information. Nobody ever put it, because who else I bully? Who y'all know which woman I bully? People come for meeting disrespect me and I wasn't talking about. So, it's equal rights and justice when the women pelting cough. But when you cuff them back in the face and they fall down, it's bullyism. Like me, I answer how does work. They want equal rights. We want equal rights in the workplace. We want to be spoken to a certain way. She now tell me things. Bear in mind as I start first. She got a reason for response. She didn't do a measured response like a woman. She went all out, put on she liar cap, put on she crybaby cap. I involve in no brutality to women and right? Try for twist the thing for me. Play the game. She is a woman, acting as a woman, but willing to say a fighting as a man. No, me enough to say, oh my man, you know, I must say that the only reason for Ministers Manichan's seeming success is because she's part of a successful organization that is the government of Guyana. Because outside of the government of Guyana, she would be rendered as incompetent. I playing nice now. I playing a woman lawyer. I playing the role of a woman lawyer, like Priya Manichan. Because the trick about the educational system, it looks amazing. It's building schools, but there's the government of Guyana. The brainchild behind it is many people putting in. But if you go across the country and you go to some schools, they're massive failures. And what is an expression of that? I can't say that she's a dunce. She could say, I's a dunce. I didn't been to university. She's a qualified lawyer. And respect to academia for forging her out. What I can say is that she's incompetent. And that would have been vivid. You could see her incompetence if you put her to act alone. If it weren't for the well-oiled mechanism called government, that if you got something to fall back on, you got Saddam Hussein, you got things to fall back on. Not like me, I didn't hear me alone and God. Me got answer she, me got figure out, me got go and read the law books, what is thing. You understand? If it weren't for the mechanism around her, because what else can I say? Can she speak? Like, she said I was unaware of the facts. The legal ramifications and the fact that people should be treated equally. But you understand, is the treatment equally? Because the judicial system has not sent an adequate message. That is how baby Skello could have come and say, you want to be Moralachmi. Because too much times, that is how you have people in Agricola would have been on bail for gun charges and then seen running with gun again on the road. There's the problem. You didn't get the point, Priya. You concentrate on the educational system to make sure people like baby Skello don't keep coming out from that system. And then left to the judicial system in confusion because they're coming out in their masses. Either you're uneducating them or over-ignorizing them. I gotta say ignorizing because there's the only understanding. You educating ignorance. If it could be said. If that term could be used. There are two things that is evident. Now, y'all know they got done school and bright school. They got done school. They got areas of children that they give up. They just send them to a certain school. This is the marking thing. Something is wrong with the system. Something is wrong with your system, Priya. Not as a result of your direct doing. You're 5 years now in, you come and meet the system. But aren't you worried that someone like baby Skello would have gone through the full curriculums in school and so on, and that is the product we give? Are you checking to see if the educational process is one worth? It's getting value for money? So I answered Priya. She said I was being vulgar and vile. What was the term she said?
It was vulgar. It was abusive. It was profane.
It was profane. It was vulgar. I don't know how it becomes abusive since it's just she. Because she didn't notice the abuse by Jennifer Ali and the Ardianna Young's family. Out of that tragedy. I hear Priya say nothing but it. Maybe because Jennifer Ali is Indian. I just think PNC does use the race game. She used the game for say, I incredible. She try for by day. I day today. Right here.
And it was uncalled.
Matter of fact, I should do what I did when the cartel was in the country. Just left the country. Honestly. Breaking news. Opposition Amanza Walton Desir has tendered her resignation from the People's National Congress. Is this a statement? Wow. Just as the party is finalizing its list of candidates for the upcoming election, she has also resigned as a member of the parliament. Speaking briefly with News Source this morning, Ms. Young confirmed her resignation while announcing that she will be hosting a press conference later to offer more details about her decision. Jesus Christ, the next blow to the PNC. The PNC is sinking. Give rise to the Mohammed. Hey, Mohameds. The PNC is sinking. Jesus Christ. Where's Ganesh? Let's call Ganesh and ask if he has an input. She's a dog? She's an ungrateful dog? Let's call and ask for Ganesh's input. We got to put Priya at the backbone. She more important the more. She becomes irrelevant. I don't answer. She answer. I try to be nice about this one.
Hello.
Good morning, MP My Paul. I must inform you that I'm live this morning, and I just got a comment about in the comments about one of your MPs leaving the PNC. Do you have any comment on that?
Everybody is free to do whatever they want. There's a constitutional right that we all enjoy. I have always said that everybody enjoys the confidence to do whatever they choose to do.
But
It's a
Ganesh, at
constitutional
this
right.
point, at this pivotal point in politics in Guyana, everybody's preparing for September the 1st election. Everybody's getting ready for that. The PNC don't even have people endorsing them, and they have good back upstanding members leaving. What could be said about that?
Listen, the People's National Congress reform is a strong party, and it will be shown on the September 1st date, elections. Amanza has given this party 4 years, a couple of months of service. I would thank her for her service. At least she did the decent thing of resigning, and she also indicated, based on what I read, that she resigned from being a member of parliament, which was decent enough as opposed to some of the others.
No, but
after 4 and something years,
Gita Chandan also resigned.
that's not true. Gita did not resign from being a member of parliament.
Since we're on that, please educate me. How does that affect the party?
It doesn't affect the party. People do as they choose. A lot of
No,
people who work
not
at the
Gita
council-
leaving. Not Gita leaving. Her remaining a member of parliament.
Well, we have initiated the process of recall. We have initiated
Outside of that. Let's say, how does it affect? Why is it an issue? I want to educate myself and the people.
It is a moral thing. It is a moral thing.
Oh, the right thing to do.
Yes.
She can't do no
right,
damage.
if
She
you-
can't.
if you no
Could she have voted with the PPP for something? Because you know where she stands now.
But
Is
but
it a
if
worry?
is called, she can.
Oh.
Aye. Good buddy.
So as a
If
member of
petition is
parliament,
called, she can.
remaining as a member of parliament, if something was needed to be voted on, she can.
Yes.
So
if
it's
a
not
division is
moral,
called,
man.
she can.
It's not moral. It's not your It's not your moral. Well, it is your moral
No, listen
compass
to
to
me.
make a
me.
decision to leave.
Listen
But,
to me.
uh-huh.
Hear me. First of all, you are elected to the National Assembly based on a list. So everybody who participated in those elections in 2020, people didn't vote for individual, they vote for a party. And when you vote for a party, for example, as was given by GCOM, the coalition got 218,000 votes. The PPP got 235,000 votes. It is the PPP and the APNU AFC that extracted names. The PPP extracted 33 names from their list of 100 plus people. And that 33 they extracted and entrusted to carry the PPP mandate. The PNC or the APNU AFC extracted 31 names that they entrusted to carry the APNU AFC mandate. So if one of those 31 believe that they can no longer carry the mandate, then the proper thing to do is to remove yourself.
Understood.
You
Understood.
cannot sit still on the strength of APNU AFC in the seat and want to carry another party's mandate. That is hypocritical, it's betrayal, and it's a breach of trust.
But not unlike members of the PNC. You're like that. You're a kind of person like that. You stab Nat in the back, then you're there on the other side. It's not
That is not
it's
true.
indicative
What
of
you're saying here is
PNC
not
attitude.
true. Listen, don't turn this on me, friend. That is not true. I have always been a PNC. I've been a PNC for years.
No, but
If
with
I-
the infighting.
But if we have a little bit of infighting or a little bit of distrust or a little bit of problems with
No, you
ourselves,
got enough.
it is
Ganesh, you got
within.
enough. Here,
It is within.
Ganesh, people don't know when we
think
just
the
start
PPP
because
don't have it?
sometimes
You
I
think the
cuss you
PPP
so
don't
bad.
have it?
I
You
cuss
think
you
the
so
PPP
bad
don't have it?
publicly, right? People don't know that no matter what, I give everybody a hearing. But I did not know, right? I wouldn't make the same mistake again. I'd never trust you, straight up. But
I don't want you to trust
I
me.
watch at your politics. I
You
watch at your
just
politics.
you heard the fact that I did my job, and then you went after
No.
me. I didn't hold that
Outside
against
of
you.
that. Like, bro, you ain't far from Kian and Kian still there. And if you, all I want is the right to be able to cuss you when it is needed, right? If you say you want a program, you get a program. If you want to air your concerns, my thing is, why wouldn't the opposition take certain opportunities? Like recently, I dissected one of your press conference, and then I asked myself how the opposition comes down to someone such as yourself with great background on the ground, but limited working experience in policy and everything else, for lead the press conference and edify the people. Like me, if I was in your group, I would say right away, yo, here we're gonna no, I'm there behind the scenes, I gotta do what I gotta do. I can control the camera and thing, right? Do I know talk well? Remember now, I could draw some negative attention. So I would say, man, I had the press conference here. Not me. Let me use a better face. And if you is the face, I mean, the opposition ain't really got nothing to work with.
Well, that is your opinion. I've been associated with this with governance since 2015 with the AP and UAFC. And I listen.
Give me some areas to educate me. Give me some areas to educate me.
Even if you want to draw that conclusion, people got to start from somewhere.
No.
You have to start from somewhere.
I could tell you today's date. I am willing to accept that I might be nowhere close to you in your field, in the political arena and the inner workings. You are a sitting MP, brother. And if you were to ask me some things about, like you were able to tell me just now, I can't let's wait, I'll beat in a pangita for. So you were able to explain to me that. So we are from different areas, right? But I'm glad if you could give me a little background in this working for edify the people, because I done saying, well, here, you ain't know nothing, basically. You ain't got background enough to lead up the opposition press conference, right? But, like, for instance, I looking at the press conference, looking at the header. It's saying something but $10 for rich streamers. I says, what the blood clot is this? Why would the header?
What?
The press conference, we all held, the last press conference you had it. In the header, in the streaming, it telling people, but if you want to benefit some $10 something, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it came up in the
I don't know
header.
what you're talking about, but here, man, let me explain this to you.
Give me a little bit of your background so we can know how you
No,
suiting
the
for.
people can judge me from my work that I did in Parliament over the last 5 years. There's a set of people who can also judge me from the work I did in Region 3. There's a set of people that can judge me from the work I did at Community Development Council, and a set of people that can judge me from the work I did at Chronicle. So I don't need to beat my own drum. What I need to tell you is that the PNCR is not a 10-membership party or a 20-membership party. We have over 23,000 members, right? And I am very, very confident that we will be successful in these elections come September 1.
23,000? Well, it can be 22,999 now. My man's are just gone.
It will be 23,999.
No, 22,999. A man's are just gone.
Well, we were over 23,000, you know. We're over 20. But listen, I am not bothered by the fact that a man goes. Anybody who wants to go can go. That's their constitutional right.
No, Air. I would argue again. Don't worry with the optics of how it looks that she leaving and the fact that y'all hemorrhaging. I would argue again. You and none of your members cannot say, or no, can't say, you just say it, should not say that, oh, if she goes, she goes. No, it is unfortunate that she is gone. But y'all trying to make it out look like let people go. That itself is an insult to credible people.
Oh God, listen to me, the man, and stop shouting.
Sorry.
Anybody that goes is an unfortunate loss. But that does not mean that the party is not strong. And that's all.
Well, by here I telling you, the first time I ever see is like I walking on the road with hemorrhoids, hemorrhaging, blood coming out my tail end, and saying a strong. This is the first time.
How much people haven't left the PPP over their years too? There's so many people that left the PPP. In 1964, we have a documented article of someone who left.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, imagine you had to bring back Jagon.
1992.
Imagine you had to bring nobody left with the PPP, nobody. Nobody.
People left the PPP. 2015, people left the PPP.
Tell me something.
92 people left the PNC.
No, because
people leaving the PNC, people leaving the PPP. That's not nothing new.
No, nobody left with the PPP, no. Everybody left with the PNC and go to the PPP. It was never like that. People just left dissatisfied.
Yeah, well, if they
Kishan, not Kishan. What the one name at AFC, man? Kemraj and Nagamutu left. And then Tratman left. And the farm AFC, everybody goes somewhere else, but no, nobody going.
And that's the right who wants to go.
No, but at that time, the politics was different. Now the politics is flourishing. PNC is presenting themselves as a party that winning and going. And the hemorrhaging, buddy.
Self-interest is flourishing, friend. Self-interest is flourishing. Who wants to leave and go for whatever reason, let them go.
No, you want me to give a laugh? When I see the PNC, I think in my head, you know them old church, where you go in, it got 40-something bench, and 4 members spread out, and a pastor keeping a big ceremony. That's why, when I see the PNC, that's why I see you know.
But I could tell you, we got 40-something benches, they will need to get more, because the PNC membership, 40-something benches is not enough. Anyhow, I got to go to a meeting for 9:30.
All right, my brother, take care, and thanks for your input. Anytime.
Never mind, you just cuss me word without end.
No, but there, I am being civil. You with here, I cuss you behind your back. I don't cuss you in front of your face. Well, you never know. If you come on the program and buy my tear off, I never remember you.
I never refuse to talk to you on your program. You know that.
No, but I give you ear and you explain yourself too.
Good.
Take care.
Remember to vote for Aubrey Norton come September 1. Have a pleasant day.
He's a madman. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't handle you no, partner. No, I can't. But all the nice there, you got to come out the rum shop. You opinion, me interested in your opinion right now. With all the nice there. Yes, so that was Ganesh Paul and present member of parliament. And he was telling you, don't joke. People don't know. Priya, I would interview Priya chat tomorrow and even talk about the thing as well, unless she express she views. I expressing me views, buddy. My opinion. You understand? Man, I said thing for you imagine you when you hold this by treacherous? Vote for Ardianna. It's like telling me take a cyanide pill. Eh? Imagine in finishing. Before he said, blessed be you on your way, my brother. And we part we ways. He said, vote for Ardianna. I feel sick to my stomach. God help them now. Oh, Father, we turn to you today and beg of you to look upon Guyana, look upon our shores, and see the need to help the PNC. Our Lord and Savior, the PNC, has followed Christianity and purported themselves to be a Christian party from the beginning of time. Lord, I know sometimes you can't forgive them for the pagan gods they worship from time to time, the little obedience what is do, but forgive them, Lord. They need you now more than ever. It's not me saying so, Lord. You supposed to see you in Facebook. You ain't make Mark Zuckerberg will make Facebook. You ain't got Facebook. You ain't see when there's go by the 7 pan, when they been by Priya walking over upon Priya and they always run around with thing with dead and head and you ain't see all of that. With you never Facebook. I'll get the phone. Lord, well you and Freddie they're the same thing. You got mango pelt the phone still. Because we gotta get a phone for you and Freddie. If you ain't see the PNC with the Soviet thing, you say you ain't see it. Oh, you see it. Will you forgive them? I'm begging you to forgive them, Lord. I'm begging you to forgive them. Come and help them. They're being led astray by people like Ganesh Paul, who I don't think believe in anything. They are delusional, have descended into Mitfitism. Lord, come and collect your people. Imagine, Lord, today, only yesterday I've uncovered a plot. Where people, if you see the people in the comments, I uncovered a plot to ambush me in the jungle. And the only reason I attack it is me come. I'm writing my statement. I'll give the local authorities, I'll give the US authorities. I call all the names who are the people who participated in it, who do what. But Lord, I got adequate resources and stuff for counter. We just gotta make sure we gotta get some more munition and people and stuff. Gotta move wiser now. But who's going to help the PNC, Lord? I don't know who's going to help the PNC. I ain't see no viable, and it sounds like joke I'm making. Yes, there's a plot. Two wealthy families One is the Mohameds and another family. As the need presents itself, I will present the information to the public. I'm just saying, in the event that I am cornered somewhere in the interior when I'm going, if you ever hear it comes up, you will know that what happened there was as a direct result of people plotting against me. I don't wish for it to happen, but when that time comes, I'll have to respond. I'm just saying, there's not a cry for help. In certain cases, you gotta help yourself. It is making the public and my enemies at large aware that I am aware. So if by some chance I run into somebody in one of them trail and I feel cornered, they will have to explain. Because I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, I prefer live in penitentiary than die a fool. Not me. I just telling you. Me running scared, me hiding. Me can't hide. Where me go hide? Watch me head size. Me can't hide in a crowd of protesters. Not at least not in Guyana. I might be able to go protest in England, you know, and pass off in Guyana. So I'm just many true things pass as joke. Right? I'm aware. Some wheels have been set in motion. But talking about, I'm thinking, who, like the PNC? Oh, Jesus Christ. So here, confusion in the house. First thing, the aunt of this is a statement on her page. She got a statement on her page. Well, I got to click on the thing. There's no statement on her page. I didn't see she come and dispute that this is what she said. So the aunt of Ardianna Young is saying things that Ardianna grandmother lied about and did. The price for the pool. She said that she chose to leave Puerto Rico and come till Tushin because the pool at Puerto Rico wanted $3,000 per person. That is not true. I don't see the relevance in that. After going through a traumatic event and everything else, no, you gotta be factual. Because I could find 100 mistakes that Ardianna grandmother make. With $3,000 make no sense. By the way, Ardianna auntie Louis Amika, obviously from the beginning of the issue had political motivation. She had an interest in this thing going in a certain direction, right? This thing gone in but 40 different direction. She told her grandchildren to tell the police that they did not know anything and did not see anything. That is a matter of fact. The police have been having difficulties in getting information. If it is so, the grandmother would need to be pulled in for obstruction. And why so? It would state that the grandmother knew that that girl was at the bottom of the pool. Because everybody was saying the same thing. The video, we got the video where they're talking in the background for say search down there and all them thing, right? There's a video come out. All right. You gotta do all of this later on. She took out a gag order preventing her 14-year-old daughter from speaking. Why would she do that? Is that a matter of fact? Is that a matter of fact? How do you get a gag order? Who got the liars and the resources and stuff to put a gag order on a child? This is the auntie, you know. The Fad, everybody coming and dispute the auntie now, but I can show you a video with the auntie talking on their behalf with the president. She said that she was looking for Ardianna first when in fact it was Papi who first got up and looked for my niece, and she turned and asked him, "Where are you going? Sit down." But he instead insisted, and that is how the search started. Stefan Young also told some lies. This is Ardianna's father. Was this indeed a planned sacrifice, and did these people deliver my niece to be sacrificed? I do not trust any of them. Now, who this woman is, let me pull up. Let me pull up the video. This is the same individual here, right? Did you check it? Who was speaking on behalf of was very vocal at the time. This is the mother. This is the grandmother. Very vocal at the time on behalf of the family. And has always been very vocal. The confusion, you gotta go through the confusion to sort it out. Oh, his father name is Sabrian. Stephen is the child cousin. Okay. Right? So you gotta go through a lot of things to start out. Listen to this. The woman will make the statement that was where the grandmother is sitting here with the grandmother and speaking to the president. She was the mouthpiece at the time. Now, after all of this woman here is accusing the grandmother who was present when Ardianna went missing. There's nobody saying drowned until now. The only autopsy report showed that she drowned. She was in the water for an extended period of time.
Nobody could do for us, no. My home I never do the only time I live. I eat and drink no water, nothing couldn't go down in my throat and to now. I stand up, I was recycled more peaceful, and I was there. The only fire that was there was the food that they were cooked, nothing. They eat and drink no water, nothing. And my grandchildren have to enjoy themselves. Why does have to happen, God? Why? I pray.
You were there. You were there. The grandmother's accent. I didn't look. Now I looking back at all these videos. You were there. It's you guys explain to me what happened. Yes, sir. You were there. Why does you explain to me what happened? No infighting. This auntie accusing the grandmother and asking if there was delivered for a sacrifice, and you were there.
I pray that.
Which even this didn't make sense. Even this argument didn't make sense. They didn't realize you got to come out. They got a second autopsy report. They need to come out and say, this is, we accept it. She was failed by the guardians who were there. Nobody paid no mind to nothing. Everybody failed. Everybody failed. Not the grandmother alone. Mother and father in there went picnic with grandmother. Forgot by pool. Michael telling me he sent Miguel by some. I said, Banner, how you could send Miguel by? Oh, he said his mother is there. You got with the mother to a pool. That's not a slackness. 20 people, you know, you got watch, you got do some watching there. When you move in 20 people, you gotta walk with your own lifeguard. Somebody gotta be watching. The auntie accept that when the mother, one of the persons that we go and search, the grandmother said, no order. The liquor, obviously, the kicking.
I stand up, I pray whole night, I hold hand, I make circle. That we as a family, we're very upset about that. And, well, I'm telling you what I saw, the recent upload that I saw. And I would also like to say that yesterday, I was at Lenora, I was out there with my...
So, the auntie that issued the statement, that is her. So they come for dispute now from the starting. She they in and talking and no, I was out there. This is the same individual that I interviewed. We got Ardianna file A. Well, me video there, eh? The next one? Okay. So my video is here. This lady has always been very vocal. All right, here.
And have not been a preview of what management seems the police give us an idea what happened.
Bear in mind, there was a lot of funny movements from the start. One of this lady right here at the side here, this lady here, they're trying to move.
Has taken away.
They're trying to move the mother from talking to me. Some healthcare worker or something like that. From the start, it was bare confusion. When it descended into real chaos, is when the politicians reach in and people start sending money and, you understand? Because even in a video, man saying Mohamed, the driver help. Where will he help? How much money you get him? I know he helped with the confusion that ensued. The police got clear records of that. Here.
No. Anybody who could give us an idea what happened earlier. I just talked to the management of the hotel, claiming that the cameras are not working and have not been working, right?
All right, so the child that is missing is my niece. She's my little sister's daughter.
So somebody saying there's a next auntie. I just put in everybody out there. Everybody and anybody out there. Why they can't unify if something happened to a family member? Everybody had to unify on it. This thing comes from the greed of money. This was a tragic incident happened that was taken out of proportion. Listen to this.
I got a call this afternoon saying that my sister is...
What time?
It's who called Shanika, it's who called me. Somebody called my phone.
An average time would work.
All right, they called about 3, I think. About that time they called me. But when I got here, I was told that they are not finding my niece, Ardianna Young, since I think about after 1 o'clock, before 2.
So this individual is one who has been talking also, right? Now me, I don't got time for going to the I'll finally with this. But this here, why you listen to this?
Y'all know the truth. It seems to be right. It seems to be like I answer something I don't know why I have to. Because suddenly I get too much attention to the police. And I even understand why I get too much attention, you know. Because everything is nice and normal. I can't see somebody who railed me. Somebody who then misstep the step.
This is Ardianna Young father talking at the time about a man who moved with he the police was drawn attention to. Right? Speaking for the man. Here we talk about the man.
I don't understand why I get too much attention, you know, because everything is nice and normal. I can't see somebody who rated on me, somebody who let me step to step, somebody who spent a whole night service and you rate with me, right? Just above the rain like that. Nobody was here with me. You tell you the same okay, my right? The same boy said, who will put up one thing? Why the man want it? Now tell me, why the man want it? I don't know why the man want it. Why you put up one thing for the man? There's the police. Why the police do that?
Bear in mind, at the time, all was good and great, right? All was good and great. This is what the man, that man he talking about, the man he put motorbike. This man was seen in the hospital compound, all over them two there together, like Batty and Pooh. You accept this man as a good man. This man watching the back at him. This is the video the man going to say now. Got caught in a video saying.
Brian going to jail.
Why?
You know why he collect the people their money?
What I mean he collect the people their money?
If you listen all the time in this tragedy, you gonna realize it's about money. You understand? The evil one went to them. He gave them a liar. You see, Darren Wade was the liar. You see who is he liar? The demon go send the liar. Knowing that Mohammed is a presumptuous banner you go. Which in Darren Wade knew he got to walk a thin and narrow line. But he don't mind doing anything that create confusion. He learned from the best, like Nigel. He was them and them thing. No? Right? You see all the liars and everybody get quiet. Is everybody gone? You see everybody gone? All the liars because they thought too. Hear what this man had to say. That man just don't saying this man is a good man. He went with he. Why police would want he and this and that. Listen to this man.
Who got in jail?
When the video start, he was in the process of telling the man they don't collect. Listen.
Who got in jail?
They don't collect the people their money.
Sir Brian going to jail.
Why?
You know why he collect the people their money?
What I mean he collect the people their money?
Sacrifice money, Sir Brian.
So it's not justice, he get there is a job.
Bear in mind, this man there with them all the time. Moving with them, know everything. Overhearing, remember, like seeing the movements. People coming in, people going out.
This is what he take, this is what he accept, cash.
Cash. That's the mistake he make.
Shouldn't take who money as a team.
They money.
Them pay.
Yeah.
I thought this as a dean sponsoring
Azadine try to help.
Azadine try to help. Make sure they get liar. Make sure all the expenses are set up and so there. He help with the scrape heads. When the things start all over the country, all the fires and blacking it, he help. He's helping a certain way. Specific way.
But the fuck around the bosses.
So, he get justice, he now get jail for the man. Nobody who's supposed to get jail now go get jail. They,
So what's up?
This is the same car where it's moving and well, no, they got to buy the way they got their own car now. They buy car, they got money. They want whole and the people them now here there's one.
Hello. Good night to everybody and to the world. You know, for the past 5 days, right, I got a person driving me up and down all over.
Same man.
They're with me all over. And you know, yesterday in the hospital yard, the police officer take out the phone and flash in. I asked the policeman why he flashed me driver. Here, and you know, the policeman never answer me. He never answer me, never tell me nothing.
That's the same man that said he take the money. Right? Let me go to one now you bring you put on you ain't got the one in here we said the man is anti man. Ain't got the one in it. Now, let me help you all out with a little more of the confusion. This is a lady who
Hey guys,
they raise them money. All of them is the same thing. They got one in one of the islands. They raise him money. Francis Bailey comes, support he, and then he turned out to be a con man. Here this one, she know everything. The family, the feeding shit for me, she the outside and thing and raising money for her and she done. I'm done. Me done since the first night me get caught up, me done. Me watching, me said this is me done for job, what me go do? Me go watch, me not see not me say, me not see me show camera, me get blame. For say me say the pool clear. Me not see nothing. After the day, me not see nothing. The girl there, the button, me couldn't see that. Yes, sir. Me done long.
making this video with just pure sadness in my heart, really. But after
With all the money you collected, you sad? Nah, me. Money make me happy. Like you say, I laugh. I want on the program. Somebody just messaged me from an accounts department, said, Mr. Rodriguez. You see the thing was in there? Money. Money, 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 money. Money. How you sadness in your heart? With all the money we all done collect? You'd believe she living in Guyana, she know, she see. People just feed she information, she run with it. And next one from one of them island, go run with it. Everybody starting GoFundMe. Y'all know the thing of confusion inside? Anything with Guyana and money and GoFundMe got confusion inside. It's end up to be robbery. Sadness in your heart.
stepping back from the Ardianna case, and I won't be covering it anymore. Now, the reason for that is because last night, the cousin of Ardianna's mother, Alana Trott, went on to Angela's live and said some things that just weren't true. She said the money that we raised was never for the second autopsy that had already been paid for. And if that is the truth, then what was our money used for?
It was all paid for, yes. The demon paid for it. The second autopsy was paid for, all expenses paid for by the demon. The only time, by the way, he hasn't come out publicly and showed that, well, I've given money to do this. Because he don't know. He want peace out of it. He want confusion. He thought the second autopsy would have torn up something that would bring confusion to Guyana. By the way, nobody know the autopsy was paid for. Darren Wade, everybody was lawyer was paid for. By who? I see the father had an interview with a poor place. They ain't got money. They ain't got no building a house. It's poor people. These are poor people. Better get all this money from to fly to America and pay all these. We gotta do some audits and accounts. I could tell you Darren Wade didn't do a pro bono job there. And Darren Wade can't come and say he did a pro bono job there.
I don't know. And I'm taking it she's a family member, and if I'm just supposed to believe the family, then I don't know where we go with that. Secondly, she said that I've never spoke to Amicia, I'm only speaking to the neighbour. And to prove that I'm speaking to Amicia, the only thing I could do is put out conversations, and I would never ever do that to the mother of a victim. So
you mad? You been accused and what? You mad? You mad, our lady? You never heard about Ardianna Mohamed? Ardianna Mohamed showed the conversations we had with the Prabhu. Who is you? For keep information? You would never do that to the mother of a victim? Who the fudge is you? What you been doing? What qualify you? What credentials you got? Like me, I don't get, I tell you straight up, I don't get her. I call people and give the information. Ardianna Mohamed showed the messages between he and the president. Who is you and Ardianna mother? You better show the information. You understand? All y'all is the same thing. All y'all is the same fudging thing. is beer cans. Here.
Hi guys, so when it comes to the Ardianna case, things are getting darker and deeper, and there's so much more going on behind the scenes than you guys know about.
It gets darker and deeper. I start from dark and deep. It was so dark and deep, I couldn't see. Now it getting dark and deep. When the shit hit the fan, driver run, auntie run, who ain't get money, who vex, then go to America, this, that.
Now, what we found out in the recent days was that Ardianna's grandmother, who was there that day, is the full legal guardian of 14-year-old Kaya, who was also at the pool that day. Now, since everything's happened at the Doubleday Hotel, the grandmother has taken out a psychiatric order, or like a medical hold, on 14-year-old Kaya, so that she doesn't have to or won't be able to answer any questions about what happened that day at the Doubleday.
You think the grandmother could figure out how I didn't even know them things happening again. I see it in movies where people take out the thing and label you mentally incapable when you get locked away. You think the grandmother could have figured out? It's a demon finance, everything you can get. Yo, don't get she talking and shipping this, blah. The lawyer advising her, shut up the little girl. The police have been complaining, the police looking for the best 20 people. The police didn't see 15 people yet for a text statement. Everybody. The police needs to, they can't get, they didn't see 5 of them yet. We went wrong the pool. This same family will call for justice. 5 of them yet in giving statement. Everybody who gives statement, father, mother, and everybody was not there. The people them who were wrong the pool not fine. The 20 people who went wrong the pool not fine. Nor they people. Nobody from the Ardianna family who went wrong the pool and finding. Police looking for them for just tell me what happened.
Hotel. Now,
she said get more dark.
Full legal guardian of 14. Hi guys, so when it comes to the Ardianna case, things are getting darker and deeper, and there's so much more going on behind the scenes than you guys know about. Now, what we found out in the recent days was that Ardianna's grandmother, who was there that day, is the full legal guardian of 14-year-old Kaya, who was also at the pool that day. Now, since everything's happened at the Doubleday Hotel, the grandmother has taken out a psychiatric order, or like a medical hold, on 14-year-old Kaya, so that she doesn't have to or won't be able to answer any questions about what happened that day at the Doubleday Hotel. Now, this is shocking and disturbing news, and this means that Kaya cannot answer any questions about what she saw that day. Now, if nothing on...
No, I'm telling you, listen to this lady, and I'm saying the whole thing they're in confusion, because she was talking one thing one time. If you can't trust what she said first, you can't trust what she said no. What you have to do is take everything and throw it out the window. Me telling you what she's saying now is the truth. I'm not supporting what she's. I don't know what she's talking about. I have no evidence of same. She ain't land. She never been to Guyana. I don't know how she get this information. I don't know what she background. I they hear me get them information. I they all about poking. Whole day people messaging me. This the happen. They know. Neighbor know this body. Everybody giving me little information. What I can tell you is the Guyana police force has been finding problems or getting problems in finding people to give statements. Right? No. Ardianna Mohamed. This is the full-length video.
You will hear from Ardianna Mohamed.
Ardianna Mohamed has an advisor.
Until the sanctions were made by...
It seems Ardianna Mohamed has a mentally deranged... The whole video there down at the bottom, eh? Up at the top. Ardianna Mohamed seems to have a mentally deranged... No, I'm on full video. Advisor.
Making claims about T. Mohammed, they do that at their own.
I want to say quickly to our viewers, we apologize for the late start. Hector is testimony to the fact that we were encountering technical difficulties.
No, the technical difficulties when Norman Brown was having is Hector. Hector's a madman. You gotta make sure Hector use his meds and all of them before he come back. And I worry about Norman capitalizing on Hector's mental situation just to have a program. Yeah, wait, you imagine you think you got to settle on a madman. You got give him meds, you drink his water. And then, you understand?
Strange technical difficulties.
Strange. Technical difficulties is technical difficulties. Norman said they were strange. Yes. Anytime you try for interview a madman, serious conversation, strange technical difficulties you can experience. Hector has professed to being the advisor in North America for Ardianna Mohammed. Want to know why the boy does what he does? Scott. Hector gonna come live, yeah. I know that. The madman. How you believe Hector get? By the way, full disclaimer. I must give full disclaimer. How you believe Hector get Ardianna number? I tell you call he, and he can't. Hector can't dispute her. I got recorded messages to show. Can't dispute her. I say you call he, and you just tell he anything about me, whatever, and he like that. He pass a bread. He send some money for you right away. If you want to make a money from Ardianna, you just tell he, yo, Critic, I know this, but Critic or something. You understand? Hector didn't dip on the bandwagon all the time. Me and Hector talking a day. Something he talk about Ardianna. I say, you know where you're talking, you know the guy here. Say, no, you never talk to the man. Send the number. I say, yo, talk to he and lean you. And once you get on to he, you only got come on live and say, Ardianna, my friend, bam! Blight has come. Wealthy, rich man from Guyana. You understand? He like hear about himself. I like me, I don't like hear my own voice and so. If you play back me video, you know, sometimes the wife listen to the comments and I say, oh, yo. No. You just sit down here with me, watch me go. She said, no, I'm looking at the comments. I said, well, you turn off the me, I hear myself. Right? Hector ain't want to lash the part. Hector done lash the part. Listen to this. Hector's advisor now. Nature boy, madman nature boy.
Someone would have reported the page to my interview platform, and so I had to contact them and reconnect again. This has never happened. It's unprecedented.
No, man. Listen to me. Facebook recognize you are capitalizing on a mentally disabled person. It's like a form of abuse, Hector. Norman. This is a form of abuse. To capitalize on a mentally deranged person and have them come on and doing mad things. Facebook recognized it. Nobody had to complain. Mental illness is a real thing, and that there is a real madman. Right?
It has never happened before, and I believe it is because it is a subject that has to do with Team Mohammed, has to do with young Ardianna Mohammed, and I believe that the PPP is behind.
No. It's the madman we got there. Now, Ardianna Mohammed, that the madman we're using there. Facebook has and is using AI technology now. Yes, sir. It could pick up madness anyway when it see it. Like, yes, I live on TikTok, and so you can't say K, you gotta say on a live. I gotta get practice today. You can't say K-ing. You gotta say on a living. Right? So the madman, you got it since the thing come on. You imagine an algorithm checking. Watch it, Norman Brown, a normal person, watch him madman. You watching it, you ain't know his madness? The man, they in his own head, close the eye and they in his own head playing skipping rope. He's playing skipping rope in his head right now.
Yes, and so...
Watch the blinking. Y'all didn't realize his mental illness. You watch it, watch.
With Team Mohammed has to do with...
You want to start looking up to the... What you think going on there? What you think going on here? Alec Mia is watching a TV screen up there. Or I might be watching the boys down there. I watching the computer here. What the madman watching at? Watch.
Someone would have reported the page to my...
Watch. This is madness. The man got the whole Alice in Wonderland episode playing out in the head right now. By the way, much respect to him for becoming advisor for Team Mohameds in North America.
Interview platform, and so I had to contact them and reconnect again. This has never happened. It's unprecedented. It has never happened before.
Watch the... Here. I don't want people to say bullying or abusing mentally disabled people. Let he come on a live and say he need up on antidepressants. That's a full-fledged fudging madman you watching at. And Norman Brown with a serious face and those big goggles he wearing there. Going to have a serious interview with this man. This would be the day.
It is a subject that has to do...
Oh shit, we passed 10. You promised it at 10 o'clock.
Has to do with young Asruddin Mohammed. And I believe
10:30
is behind this.
No, you're going to reach out.
So,
you had a 10:30 with her.
I want to apologize to my viewers for the late start. And
watch again. Watch at the man's face and tell me what something sticking in the eye. He's a mentally deranged man you're looking at there. The side effects of years of antidepressants for containing his madness. And you're going to see later on when he does see this video. There's going to be a whole mad tirade here alone. Look out for it.
So I had to contact them and reconnect again. This has never happened. It's unprecedented. It has never happened before. And I believe it is because it is a subject that has to do with Team Mohammed.
You watch while he talking. You just watch at this man's face. Nothing else. Here.
Strange technical.
Just look at this man's face.
Where someone would have reported the page to my
watch his eyes.
Interview platform. And so I had to contact them and reconnect again. This has never happened. It's unprecedented. It has never happened before. And I believe it is because it is a subject that has to do with Team Mohammed.
You know, he was discharged from the U.S. Army for mental issues. That is a certified madman. PTSD or whatever you can. Head na good. Norman Brown having a serious... You see what the PNC associate as descending to? You know how much time the man invite me for go on the program? He had a price of me, partner. I don't want to be caught dead like this side by side of me. Nobody use the banner. Because I can't get serious. Like I talk to Ganesh. I can't not tell Ganesh what I got to tell you. I can't have a serious conversation with that man. I got to ask you, are you on your meds? Would our discussion have any negative effect on you? Are you hearing voices? I would have to ask questions. Are you hearing voices? Are you seeing things? Why? What is... What the fudge? Norman Brown failed to recognize his guest. He's having episodes while he's interviewing him. Man, watch, let me listen to this thing.
Young Asruddin Mohammed, and I believe that the PPP is behind this. And so albeit I want to apologize to my viewers for the late start. And here we are now, better late than never, from across the water, Hector Nature Boy Stout here to talk to us. Hector, just introduce yourself again to my viewers and tell us a bit about when you got the advisory position and, you know, your role otherwise as a member of Team Mohammed.
Okay. Good night, everyone. You folks in England, you folks in Guyana, and of course you folks here in the United States. You know, it's funny that you're saying that I'm an advisor. People that go around making claims about Team Mohammed, they do that at their own risk, because anyone that is naturally associated with the Mohammeds right now is always going to be under some kind of scrutiny from whether it's the government of Guyana or from the government of the United States.
Team Mohammed advisor. Accept that. Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning. You still on your live or are you?
Yeah, my brother.
You still on the live?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'll call you back with something.
Yeah. This is the advisor. He's an American citizen who served in the American Army. I don't know in what capacity, but was discharged because of his inability to function mentally. Whatever that means. Right? Here again.
It's always going to be under some kind of scrutiny from whether it's the government of Guyana or from the government of the United States. So, you know, when I say I'm an advisor, and you know, this is something that myself and the candidate agreed on.
Okay.
And there are people that kind of joke or whatever. I hope they understand the kind of risk that I'm putting myself at by even associating.
Nobody. What risk? If the Americans know, the worry that you would have, the Americans know that you're unstable. There's no risk. Americans have one of the best systems for the mentally ill and delusional. There's no risk to you, brother. You've already lost your mind. You can't lose nothing more. America got to take care of you.
Myself in any way, shape, or form with Team Mohammeds, okay? Fortunately for me,
he and the candidate decided on him being the North American advisor, because they got advisor, they got all the people who advise in America wanted to have sanctioned this man, want to put it in the corner. And America's biggest problem is Americans.
With my visa, they can't turn me away by even associating myself in any way, shape, or form with Team Mohammeds, okay? Fortunately for me, they can't take away my visa. They can't turn me away the airport, and and for those people that are saying that I'm getting paid for this, I don't know if you guys understand what OFAC does, and they track all your financial dealings when you're dealing with people that are sanctioned. So, for the folks that would say that I've been paid in some way, shape, or form, I don't know how. I'm sorry that I have to disappoint you, but if you guys were to use your brains that God gave to you for a couple minutes, you will see that I can't be reimbursed in any way, shape, or form from the Mohammed campaign. So anything that I do is from the bottom of my heart, and it's because of my practice.
Your bottom of your heart? I thought it was from your delusional mind. Yeah.
And my dedication. So, as you would ask, this is something that myself and Mr. Mohammed agreed on, that I would officially come out, because, you know, I would have told you that I was endorsing Mr. Mohammed for president.
Yes.
But my original candidate I think he's sitting this one out, who happens to be Mr. Terrence Campbell, I think he's sitting this one out. So I had to, because of my passion for seeing the back of the PTP, I had to attach myself to a horse that I think that can race. And you already know what my feelings about the other horse that's going up against the PPP. I have no faith in that horse. So that's why I'm where I'm at right now. And I have offered my services, and it's been accepted by Mr. Azruddin Mohammed that I will help in any way, shape, or form to make everything that he's looking to happen a possibility.
Wonderful. I love the way you put it there. Very clear and concise. Look, it's as you said, it takes a lot of courage to get there, and to identify or associate.
Here, we got things to do. You heard it. There's a lengthy thing. You could go to Norman Brown thing and look at it. Like, I always admire how Norman Brown could take madness, keep a serious face. Like, he's got some people on the program and keep a serious face and, make it look thing. Now me, I would have to laugh at some point in time, and I would I just gotta get the elephant out of the room first. So he's offering his services. That is Team Mohameds. Hello. We can take a few calls and then. So I gotta take my leave here because Dabano just get, well, I got here what Team Mohammed said, because they issue no statement, them just there around the place saying anything and doing anything. We gotta look at what. Hello.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Critic.
Yeah, my brother. Morning.
Yes, good morning. Just one question. Why Venezuela? I think it's the second largest in terms of reserve for oil, right? Why America distance itself and they're so much interested in oil due to a man that is sanctioned? Don't Guyana, the people of Guyana seeing that, and we are so smaller than Venezuela, and America actually gives them and put them on the back bench just for having straight from a sanctioned leader.
I think we want the experience. I think Guyanese want the experience. They want to see. But I don't think we're going to reach to the stage like Venezuela. We're going to learn fast. When the Americans make their next move, Guyanese going to learn fast.
Yes, because one of the things is that they have so much reserve. And if America could sanction a country like Venezuela for a leader that being so negligent to his people and the country, what about Guyana? If we should go in that direction, but as you say,
a country of 31 million people. No, Guyanese, for instance, we as Guyanese got as the Guyanese who we knew, Indian, black, and everything else, outside of our history before, our young history is about 200 years old, max. I went to the Dominican Republic. They got things that, like how we got the forts and St. Borbies, some remnants of the Dutch, some remnants of the French, and all these things. Them people got 500 years history.
Wow.
You understand? Church is 500 years old. There's things that happen at people Ghana, we really got the history. The Spanish people like Venezuelans that got real history, so they got real background. They got this fighting will. It's like the Palestinians. They really got no cause to fight. They could have come out and split up and go anywhere in the world and live and integrate it. They ain't got no other purpose. Guyanese, we ain't got them history though. As soon as America clamp down upon we, people realize you can't go to America and the country end up blacklisted as one of the countries where Trump said you can't go. Right away, the Guyanese will catch Mohammed and his father and put them on a boat, a ballahu, and send them off and tell America, yeah, you take them. Guyanese Ain't got them history and them background. They're little greedy, they're low life. They got enough low life people that looking for a handout and a money. But when they realize you can't go no way, you understand? The first day, sanctions meet and you can't get corn, mutton, and you can't get a little beef and all them things now. Here? And the clothes where you wear and ship can't bring in things. So, them done. They themselves would pick up Mohamed and hand you over. So don't worry. Get them time, they can learn. We need to develop our history.
Yeah, but the big intellect, right, that is trying to like talk about this man, he's a good man and this and why for president and begging to collate with a guy. The big intellects that know about these things is not speaking about it.
No. Here where you gotta remember. Here where you have to remember. At election time, you gotta remember, if there is somebody that could disillusion the people, the PNC is hemorrhaging. They're losing their members daily. The only car, they ain't got money, they ain't got access to money. They have access to money with Mohamed. The only car they got is hoping that Mohamed could take away PPP votes to balance up things. Not seeing that the PPP voters will not follow Mohamed. He will make sure he hand with the scrape heads. And the people who went in the yard, and the people who are trying to calculate, and even the highfalutin black people calculate, hey, we in them kind of thing, though. We want them association, though. Because remember, you know, body with credibility come and stand up for you. Right? So they calculate, they say it's a rat king. We want a rat king. So all he's taking is the PNC voters, but people like Ganesh and thing, you give him some money and nothing, get quiet. And Azadin Mohamed would throw $1 million US, 2 million US at them as joke. And they would, because they know in any case they would have lost to Irfan Ali. Yes. It's better losing for big money.
Yes.
You understand? With the hope, lose for big money with the hope of, if anybody could carry away some of the PPP votes, is Mohamed. But it can't happen.
Yes. It can't happen. Okay. All right.
Roger. It can't happen. It's illogical. People don't. If you watch, just before the GRA thing, even the people watching and them black people in general don't ever show this, you know. You could get Indian mamu for mix up in tax evasion and black people. Them, you meet a church going, hey, I don't want no part of that. I don't want no part of it. So people know this thing is a sensitive thing. But why it get out of hand with the Mohammeds is money, big money involved. And as it grows down, as it grows up, as it metamorphosizes, you're now seeing who take the money, is who is willing to take more risk for the Mohammeds. All the influences they pay and everybody, you see people pulling back, people calculating, yo, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You see Lula Dal gang quiet. Here, look at the influencers. You see everybody get quiet after this. So. Anybody raise the head, get a lash. Let any one of them, what do you so let them go to America and come back. Let them go to America and post pictures that they're in America. Let people come out and say, I support Mohamed. Put it on a page, your Facebook page. Before you're going to apply for visa, say, I support Mohamed. Put it on your Facebook page as your profile picture. Anybody going, PVP, AFC, PNC, you're going for a visa, put it on your page. The Americans said they ain't key. But put it on your page. Try, see what's going to happen. And when you're done, you could go to Mohamed and say, but I lose my visa. Me get a visa. See, man, look, I support you. Put it on your page. I'm telling you, 100% sure, if you put on your page, I support Mohamed, he will reach out to you. If you're poor, he will reach out to you. And he will come and he will help you. I'm guaranteeing you that. He likes the attention. But you put, before you go for a visa, if you never had a visa before you go for RV, you have a visa now. You have a US visa. Put it on your page. Even if you don't have a US visa, you're hoping to get one, you put it on your page. I support Mohamed. Because remember, it goes down in your record. When they man scan your thing and see your record, your background, yes, there's use Facebook now. Do you know when you're going into the US, they have the right, the immigration service had the right to take your phone? Hello, good morning.
They could take the mama, he talking about 23,000 PNC people, right? But there's only a couple of them in integral part. They're just trying to pretend they're getting hurt, you know?
No. Don't forget. What he might be suggesting is PNC members, card-bearing members.
Yeah, but the cardboard people is nobody. People like a man, just real people that hard.
Real cool people, yes. But here was the funny thing. He just play a card that he opened. You want to hear how much card-bearing members the BB got? You would drop down. You would drop down if you hear. Jagdeo, in the last 5 years, have integrated more than 35,000 youths in the PBB. Ganesh Maipal came and accepted that they got 23,000. Check the members from the beginning of time in the PBB. And hear what I'm telling you. Since the last election, since 2020, Jagdeo. All right. Let me give you a different number for ponder upon. Out of the 23,000, what Ganesh Maipal is not telling you, James Bond has taken at least 1,500 to 3,000 of them from the Melanie block, from the East Coast area, Buxton, Melanie, Nabakalis, Paradise, and so on, and have started integrating them into the PVP. Every time I got Freedom House at press conference, there are hundreds of people there waiting to meet Jagdeo, to hear what is the vision, and if they become a part of the party, what they're going to do, and what he expects of them. So when a man's, like, when somebody left and go over, you understand? Like James Bond is actively, if you see for the page, he said,
don't go by themselves.
Actively, so the 23,000 is what they had. And remember, people ain't going and get back the card now. People just going to take up a PPP card. You understand? The PNC people might be giving the PPP the card. For sure, one day that here, we have collected more than 10,000, 15,000, or the whole 23,000 cards. And a day PNC gonna wake up and realize they have no members. You understand?
Yeah, I see the post on the page here, right? With some flyer on it, and you chat stupid like.
Say what?
They copy and paste the thing. They put on the PNC page Facebook, but house lot or something. And they use Chat GPT for generate the header, and they copy and paste everything. Even Chat GPT tell them for like a suggestion what for do in the header. Right?
They take out the suggestion partners, sir.
Nah, they say, do you want to add seniors also? It's propaganda.
Jesus
so no one
Christ! Is that on the page right now?
I send you it. I never take it out. I'm going to take it off now.
Let me have a look. Right away. This is Chat GPT party. In another episode of Guyana is not a real place. The PNC used Chat GPT in an article. People National Congress Reform. Let me go to the page. That could be fun. Excuse me. People National Congress Reform. They can take it down. But sometimes they don't care, but they crazy putting people. They crazy like that. They never do nothing wrong. This the thing was irked me with political parties and the PNC more than anybody else. Jagdeo would come and accept and say, here we make a mistake. Right? But the PNC now by chop it bad. Shit, post engine. Putting okay, the house, that's thing. Oh shit, they change it. They change it. What's this? What's the head? Is this the same? Is this the same post? They change it. Oh, 1 hour ago they changed it. But it was days ago. Yeah, they changed it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Aubrey Norton 2025. Yeah. They changed it by. They're using ChatGPT. They ain't got brains of their own. Yeah, I use ChatGPT, right? For engineering things and do mathematical equations and so. But do use ChatGPT for do a story. ChatGPT don't know. You know how dangerous ChatGPT is? Try getting it for your digital image. I asked ChatGPT to show me a breakdown of a pulley image and so. ChatGPT got one pulley this way and one pulley that way. And this pulley gone in this pulley inside here. It's even logical. When I watch, I say, you can't trust this thing. Anything ChatGPT tell you, got to take it to a pinch of salt. And then my using ChatGPT. PNC's ChatGPT party. You imagine nobody in a brain. Like, what ChatGPT could tell you about PNC politics? What background? Because, like, most of it, the ideology Jesus is not out there, is internal. The information is on the internet. PNC's the ChatGPT party, right? Wow. Hey, yeah, I'll take care, bye. Peace out. I'm gonna find something constructive to do with me life, bye. Yeah, I'll take care. Peace out. One love.